Alright, guys, and welcome back to episode 26 of the Packers franchise mode. Let's play whatever it's going on. So, let's take a look at the state of the Packers now. It's a hot day, got a fan running in the background. I'm hoping that everything works well. Let's look over here. The Packers are 4-7. 4-7 with Aaron Rodgers as the quarterback. Ever since he signed the contract, he's been playing terrible. And a player regressed, two regressed. Let's see what we got here. Devontae Adams, he had an injury regression. That's not too bad. I'm not so worried about that. I can fix that. What is going on? It's the bye week next week. The Packers lost to the Chiefs 28-24, which wasn't really that close, I don't think. Let's take a look at the score here. No, we'll just go back one. Look at that. Packers scored. Oh, the Packers are actually leading, and they let the Chiefs beat them at the end. It just, to me. Oh wait, let's go over here real quick. Let's look at this schedule. The team schedule. This is the telltale sign right here, right? A win against the Super Bowl champion Bears, 30-7. I mean, it was like woof. And then beating the Raiders by more than 10 points is good. And then there was a slight loss to the Bears, which, they went to the Super Bowl last year. That's not that bad. And then the Vikings, losing a division rival, that sucks. Beat the Redskins and the Lions, and we really beat the Lions. And then the Vikings came in, we lost. And then we had this stinker against the Seahawks, who are phenomenal this year. And then we lost to the Cowboys, the Eagles, and the Chiefs. It's not good. It's not good. I'm just not. With 5 games remaining, we're just not doing well. I thought that's what the bye was coming up next. No, it's the Broncos. So, I don't know. And statistically, let's look at stats here. Aaron Rodgers signs that big contract. He's got 10 touchdowns and 12 interceptions and completing 57% of his passes. I benched him a couple times in games that have gotten blown out because I just don't want him to get hurt for no reason, and put in Riley Wilkins here. And, he's got a better completion percentage, no touchdowns or whatever, and his rating is slightly better. He's an 80 overall. Aaron Rodgers is a 95 overall. What's going on here? Why is this happening, Why is the Packer team just also tanked really bad, We scout players. Let's look at our draft position now. We're gonna pick 13th, and we got a couple of trades that we did that we're gonna pick later in the rounds. But I just think we have to. I don't like where the Packers are going. I think we have to fire the coach. I think the Doug Peterson era. It didn't work out. He was great as a backup for Brett Favre, but he's just not. He's not doing well, and I think we need to can him. So we have no coach now. So let's take a look at coaches that are available. Oh, look at that, Craig Patterson, who went to the Super Bowl with the Packers and 2 wild card games. He wasn't doing great, but runs the attacking 3-4. Hybrid defense. Marvin Lewis, there we go. Let's get Marvin Lewis. He wins lots of regular season games. So the other possibility is Mike Zimmer, vertical offense, and a base 3-4 with the Vikings playbook. He doesn't seem to be too busy right now. You got Chip Kelly. He runs a 3-4. Hugh Jackson. Yeah. Oh, there's all 3-4s. Doug Peterson. I'm thinking we're gonna give Mike Zimmer a chance. We're giving him a 3-year opportunity. Your offer has been accepted. Mike Zimmer is now the coach of the Packers. We're gonna turn the season around. We're gonna stick it to the Vikings. We hired their ex-coach because I don't know why we did that. Should have probably stuck with Craig Patterson, but we'll try. We're gonna give him a shot. Give him a shot. So let's first of all we gotta edit these schemes. It's no longer. It is. Where is he? Ah, there we go. Minnesota. What was his thing again? Let me see. Right, guys, guess what? Well, you can see it. Mike Zimmer was fired after his first game with the Packers because you know what? I don't like Mike Zimmer. Never did. Can't stand him. Green Bay also fired Doug Peterson and hired back Craig Patterson, who was the original coach from the beginning. Aaron Rodgers is playing terrible. He's still just not very good. So I think we're gonna call this season a wash. There's no way I'm making it to the playoffs at 4-8. It's going to be, after 9 seasons, the Packers are going to miss the playoffs. So we're going to go and start the rookies and let them do their thing from going forward. I mean, there isn't much time left, but might as well, let's make some changes here to the depth chart. First, we're going to start with the depth chart. And first thing is that Riley Wilkins is now the starting quarterback of the Green Bay Packers, and Aaron Rodgers is going to back him up for the rest of the season. And halfback, Dylan Smallwood, now the starter over Eddie Lacy. His ball carrier vision's a little lower than Eddie Lacy's, but man, he's not a big back, so stiff arm's a lot less. But Eddie Lacy falls down pretty easy anyways. So, I mean, really, he's a better back. Other than ball carrier vision, that's what I got to work on. There we go. And again, so that is going to be for the rest of the season. We're going to go with those people. And we'll have to consider trading Aaron Rodgers. Put him up on the auction block, see what we can get for him. Just sign that deal. It'd be nice to clear up that $30 million if we're going to go with Riley Wilkins in the future. I don't expect great things, believe me, but at least I think that's where we have to go. I think Bart Starr has decided that Aaron Rodgers' time in Green Bay is done. And maybe it isn't. Depends if we can trade him or not, because, man, he's got a big salary. All right, well, I'm going to continue on and continue playing. And, I wonder if we're going to beat – if we don't beat the Giants, we're 1-11. Oh, my goodness. You just got to be kidding me. Oh, my goodness. Let's take a look real quick before we run off at the Giants roster. That led to the 1-11 season. Giants. Odell Beckham Jr. I don't know. Why are they 1-11? Did they lose a bunch? Did they have a bunch of people on injury? Injury report? There we go. Injury report. Giants. Nothing outstanding. I mean, not crazy, I guess. So, I don't know why they're 1-11. All right, Riley, show me what you can do. We'll come back with a score update later. There you go. There's Mr. Wilkins, number 14, with his first NFL start. He beat the 1-11 New York Giants without Eli Manning starting. So Zach Meckenberg was the quarterback. As you can see, we dumped a lot of points in the second quarter. Dylan Smallwood was starting, and then he got hurt. So I had to put Eddie Lacy out back in the game. And let's take a quick look at the stats of our quarterback. Oh, yeah, look at 79.1%. It looks like Aaron Rodgers is definitely going to go on that chopping block. So 3 touchdowns, 139.2 rating. I mean, he was against a bad team, too. But Smallwood was averaging 7 yards a carry and then got hurt. So Eddie Lacy finished off the day. I got to work on Smallwood's backup had a huge day. Oof, holy cow. But I work on Smallwood's injury rating defensively. Not a shocker. Got a couple of sacks in today and 1 interception by Micah Hyde. So there we go. Packers win, Packers win, Packers win. Check out the standings. Amazing. 8-5 Lions, and then the rest of us are all 5-8. So it's affecting our. I kind of chalked up the season to be, not so hot, but with everybody doing the same, where are we drafting now? Currently, drafting 6th overall, even after beating the Giants, and we have the 10 and something Carolina Panthers next. Who knows? Now it's spoiler time. So, but 6th overall, I don't know. I think we got to go cornerback. Well, let's look at the overall. Oh, we are looking at the overall. So, what would be right now? It's maybe a really good wide receiver. Oh my goodness, I don't really need a. I guess I could do a left outside linebacker and watch him be a superstar, and then have 2. This guy right here, Parker Booth. If we draft that early, or one of these really good. See, now I don't really feel like defensive tackle is that big of a deal for me anymore. With having Kenny Clark in the other one, Conrad. Middle linebacker. Maybe I can make this one of these guys, these high-end linebackers. Where do we see the first middle linebacker? No, not for a long time. So yeah, the middle linebacker seems a little out of it. Wide receiver you can never have enough good wide receivers. So I mean, my wide receiver is a B-. So maybe we could pick up a really, really good superstar wide receiver to replace Randall Cobb when he retires, or maybe we lead to this draft looking at getting a really high-end wide receiver, and for the Randall Cobb who will slowly work his way down, because this guy too, he's our 4th wide receiver, and he's quick. I mean, he's not a bad wide receiver either. 90 speed overall and 91 speed overall, and I think Devontae is probably the slower one. Yeah, 87. This one, he's 88, but he's gonna start slowing down. He's a 92. He's our 6th wide receiver. Ty Montgomery, I did a fan favorite and re-signed him, even though I don't know about that one. And what to do with Aaron Rodgers now that Riley Wilkins is our quarterback of the future. So, okay, there we go. Yep, 10-3 Carolina Panthers. This will really tell us a lot about the team. Oh, and I need to change the playbook I'm using Zimmerman's playbook. Schemes. Yeah, see a vertical offense, and he's vertical offense base 3-4. Same thing. I think I was using Zimmerman's playbook before, and I don't know. Maybe we'll just leave it alone for now. I think we're using the Saints offense. So, but I kind of liked how that worked. So that's what we're gonna do. We'll just leave it like that is. All right. I'll talk to you soon. And this season is finally over. Let's see where the Packers finish the season. Not first, not second, not third, not fourth, not fifth, not sixth, not seventh, not eighth, not ninth. We finished ninth, ahead of the defending Super Bowl champs. The Falcons, the Rams, the Vikings, and the Eagles, the 49ers, and the Giants, which means the Lions won the wild card game. Let's take a quick look at the very interesting schedule. So, if we put our memory caps back on, we hired a new head coach. We went away from Craig Patterson, who took us to the playoffs 3 years in a row, but got worse every year. We went out and we just stomped the Bears 30-7, right? Very excited. Had a real decent win against the Raiders, and then stumbled a bit against the Bears. Wasn't really upset. You know, it wasn't like that was no big deal. And then a little stumble against the Vikings, you know, and then we wheeled off 2 wins, right, and a very serious win against the Lions. So I was like, oh, and we're back again. And then a stumble against the Vikings. You know, just like I don't know, Aaron Rodgers started not playing as well, and this was right after he signed his contract extension, like a 3-year deal. So I was like, oh wow. And then the Seahawks came along, and oh boy, was that bad. That was bad. Let's take a look at, yeah, Aaron Rodgers had a 12. Oh, so bad. Completions 3 out of 7, 42%. Does not play well, and I benched him in favor of Riley Wilkins to take over and just simply, just so Aaron Rodgers didn't get hurt, right? And Russell Wilson had a phenomenal game, 5 touchdowns, phenomenal. You know, just killed it, just killed it. So that was not good for that one. And then we had our bye, and then we played the Cowboys. And let's take a look here at what we did. Aaron Rodgers played again, and the Cowboys just whooped up on on the Packers, and I benched him and brought in Riley Wilkins, who played better than he did to survive the Cowboys game. So then the Eagles came along, and I believe that Aaron Rodgers played terrible. Again, 4 interception day for him. Sam Bradford, Carlos Wentz. I mean, they had 3 quarterbacks play because of the injuries, and all of them just outplayed Aaron Rodgers. So it was well, you know, I was making some decisions there that maybe it was time to set Aaron Rodgers on the bench. And then this came around, and you know, he played better, but Alex Smith beat him. You know, and they're both 14-year vets. So I don't know what's wrong, but Aaron Rodgers is not playing well in this whole time period. So and then basically I felt like Doug Peterson kind of lost the team there with 5 straight losses, so I fired him, and I hired Mike Zimmer to come in for 1 game against the Broncos, and take a look at it. Aaron Rodgers got outplayed by Paxton Lynch, so I wasn't happy about that. And you know, I realized Mike Zimmer was a mistake. I don't like Mike Zimmer, so I fired him, and we got Craig Patterson back, and we played the Giants, and the Giants were not good, but Aaron Rodgers got benched, and I decided to move on from Aaron Rodgers. I was thinking that we would trade him at the offseason, you know, get some haul for him, and that might still happen, but so I put in Riley Wilkins, and he played phenomenal. 3 touchdowns, no interceptions, and you don't even see it. So Eli Manning was hurt, so Zach Mettenberg started, and then he got hurt, and Christian Jackson played. And yeah, it was is this, let me just take a look at the, yeah, yep. So then this is the beginning of the Riley Wilkins era. So we did that, and then we played let's see, we played the Panthers, and Riley played pretty good, you know, relatively speaking, compared to Cam Newton. They both threw 1 interception, but, you know, it wasn't the greatest game for either quarterback, except for Cam Newton's completion percentage, which is just ridiculous. It's computer on a computer, so, I mean, the slider shouldn't matter at all. And so the Packers lost it. And, you know, this is about the time that they were officially eliminated in my mind from playoffs, and, you know, first time in 9 years. They go playoffs. So we play the Lions, which they won, with Riley as the quarterback. This is kind of funny. Nope, it won't show it. So Matthew Stafford's on IR, and Joe Callahan started in, and he went 10 for 11. So he's got like, a 90% completion rating, a 107 rating. He was killing us, and they got hurt because our defense is terrible. And Christian Hackenberg came in, and he played for a little bit, and he got hurt. And that left them to use Travis Coons as a quarterback. And I'm kind of sad that they didn't show his stats. I don't think I can show you, but yeah, he got to play quarterback for a while. And the Packers scraped out a win against Travis Coon and the Lions. And I was just not a very good team this year, and so I decided that we had enough of the Riley Wilkins. It's time for Aaron Rodgers to get back to work, and lo and behold, look at that, he had a good game, and Eddie Lacy did too, relatively speaking. So that was the season. That was the season that led to our whatever we are. What are we? We were 7-9 at the end of the season. The other teams still have to play. We get to see if the Chicago Bears tie us. Minnesota's worse. Let's take a look at stats for the team. So here's how it ends. Aaron Rodgers finished the season with 14 touchdowns and 14 interceptions and a 59% completion rating and a 77 rating overall. Is Aaron Rodgers old? Is that what that means? Is that the reason this dip? Here's our rookie who did 3 for 3, a little better completion percentage in his games. So it wasn't like outstandingly different. Rushing, I benched Eddie Lacy for a little bit and put in Smallwood, and Eddie Lacy had 1,500 rushing yards. His where's his average? Average right there. A 3.6 carry average. He just runs the ball a lot. Smallwood would have just done so much better. I tried to trade Eddie Lacy. I put him on the trade block, but no one wanted him as a running back. I mean, he's 29 years old, and his stats must have just came down just enough to make it not worthwhile. So there we go. Claiborne got 27 yards, and I think that's pretty much it for our rushing. Receiving was not good. I mean, that could be the reason that Aaron Rodgers is struggling too. We lost Jordy Nelson. Randall Cobb's bringing down a little bit. He's not a main number one, and we put Corey Turnbull as the number one, and he's, a rookie. So that's how we finished the season. Really low touchdowns. I mean, that's really bad for the Packers offense. Defensively, solo tackles. Nick Perry wins the deal. There's Riviera right behind him. Sacks. So Mike Daniels is not going to be on the Packers next year. So there's 7 sacks we're going to lose. And Dante Jones. Dayton. Jeez, I just have a hard time saying it sometimes. Dayton Jones is going to be on the team. So these 2 players are not going to be on the team next year. I believe that's true. Let me make sure about Dayton Jones. Maybe he's going to be for 1 more year. I can see re-signed players. Yeah, not re-signed. So both Mike Daniels and Dayton Jones and Sam Shields are not going to be there. So we got some major drafting to do this year for right end and left end. I hope we can pick some solids and cornerback, because we're going to lose Sam Shields too. So it's going to be a way younger defense next year. So there's our sack totals. Nick Perry doesn't really rush the quarterback too much, so they're not quarterback rushing players. And interceptions, let's see, what about that? Micah Hyde, Glenn Dix, and Darius Cooks, Sam Shields. So that's not too bad. Could be better. Could get a better ball hawking player. So that's kind of a look at where we stand right now at the end of the season. Let me just take one quick look here. Yep, so we're going to end the episode here. It's a little long, but Like, subscribe, let me know what you think. Next is the off-season episode, so have a good day. See you later. This is View Squalor signing out.